I'm going to be doing a demonstration of moving water where the water is rippling or rushing up against these rocks. I've done the sketch this time in graphite pencil, and I have applied masking fluid where you can see all of these dark lines. Those are the whites that I'm going to be trying to preserve in the water. I'm going to apply the ultramarine blue first. I'm starting on dry paper, and then I'm going to drop in bits of yellow ochre. And then I'm going to come back in with more ultramarine blue. Now on this side, this will be my light side. So what I'm going to do is apply cadmium yellow. And then drop in the ultramarine blue. And on this side over here, this bush is in shadow, on the shadow side. So again, I'm applying the ultramarine blue. And then I'm going to drop in raw sienna. Then back here on the distant water, I'm applying the ultramarine blue. And back here where those trees are, I'm going to drop in a little bit of that yellow ochre. And then as we move forward, I'm going to just touch with a little bit of quinacridone rose. And a little more ultramarine. I'm just blending a little bit. I'm going to continue working with the rocks. I'm applying yellow ochre and quinacridone rose. And then as I get down here in the shadow area, I'm going with the ultramarine blue. And I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna. I'm just continuing to work on the rocks. These rocks here are in shadow, so I'm doing blue and purple. And add a little bit of that purple color in these rocks over here. It'll probably just turn brown. These are a little bit less in the shadow. I'm going to add a little bit of that orangey color. I'm just working back and forth between the yellow, red, and blue. I'm actually just using all the colors in the water that I used in the rocks. Might just as well go back in and darken this back here. So I'm going to want it darker anyway. Just graying these down because they're, in my mind, more in the distance than what I'm showing them. I've allowed this to dry, and I've removed the masking fluid. Now on this shrub over here, I'm going to put in a mixture of the cadmium yellow and ultramarine blue. I think I'll do a dry brush type of approach, so that it leaves a little bit of the white, but not a tremendous amount. I just want to tone that down a little bit. I'm just adding a little bit more blue for a leafy look. And on this side, I'm using the yellow ochre with the ultramarine blue. Pretty much doing a wash over the entire thing, because this bush is in shadow on this side. So I don't want those lights that obvious. Now back here in the water, I'm going to try to just soften where I've removed the masking fluid, because these water lines are far away. I don't want them extremely white anyway. And where I've used the ultramarine blue, some of it will lift quite easily, and those whites will blend in, I think. This is one thing I do not like about using the masking fluid. I don't seem to be able to put it on exactly where I want it. And I always have to go back in and rework it. I'm going to come back in with another wash of that purple and just try to eliminate those water lines. They seem out of place to me. And I think on these rocks I'll just enhance the edge of the rocks a little bit. Same here. By doing this, I'll leave most of the whites in the water. Now I'm back to blending. I think I said in the beginning that this is not my normal approach to doing water. I'm kind of intrigued with some of the accidental things that happened with my microphone. And then I got a little bit carried away and just carelessly applied the paint. And I had a lot of fun with it. And there's no harm in doing that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I've kind of learned a little bit in the process. Just enhancing a little bit of darks in here. The water does all kinds of things when it moves. I'm adding more dark in here. Well, this isn't anything like what I started out to do, but I think we'll call it complete, and it just turned into an experimental piece. Thanks for watching.